Well, we've all run into trouble deciding where to go to eat. Now there's an app for that.
Yeah, how many wasteful minutes go into that
There's
decision
a lot
process,
of back
right?
and forth in my head.
Have you ever done this when you're going out to dinner? You say, where do you want to go? Oh, I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where? I don't know. I don't know. Well, now there's an app for that.
Coming up next on ABC 7 News at 4 o'clock, it is the opposite of Uber surge pricing, and you can use it to save on a Valentine's date or really anytime. The apps that can get into some of the best restaurants at a discount. And we're going to tell you about this one coming up.
9:47 right now. Coming up, are you feeling lucky? There is a new app out there that can take the guesswork out of where to go for dinner. We all like to eat, right? And it can save you some money, too. Wisdom.
But how can restaurants get more people in the door during those slow nights? Well, an app called Spotluck is helping answer that question.
It's a problem many restaurants face: how to fill tables on slow days. A new app called Spotluck has an answer. A smartphone
restaurants and save money in a fun new way.
We've all been there, all right? We're out to eat, no one can decide where to go. Well, the app called Spotluck solves this dining dilemma.
Thanks to a local app, restaurants are banding together to make their prices more appetizing during different times of the day and in different kinds of weather.
Spotluck is great for our brand to get recognized by people that are out looking for, locally owned, non-chain restaurants. It's really nice that, somebody can spin a wheel, they're not sure what they're in the mood for, they land on you, and then they try you out for the first time. It's great marketing for the business.
Spotluck brings in the right customers, the customers that really love our brand and are high-end and really just represent the neighborhood.
What I like best is it helps bring in new customers to my restaurant that otherwise might not have come in, and also helps bring in customers in for a second time.
The bottom line for us is getting people in the door first. We're going to do okay, but the great thing about Spotluck is it is people that are in the area and a lot of neighborhood people. So that is our bottom line. I mean, we want those seats full.
It's almost like having another member on your staff. So where my job is to worry about the food and to make sure people are having a great time in the dining room, Spotluck makes sure that people know about 4935 Bar and Kitchen.
What's really cool about Spotluck is the software is really smart. It takes into account what time of day it is, what day it is, and then that way they come up with which percentage we want to use.
So for Spotluck's business model, driving business on those days when maybe we're not going to be the busiest, Monday, we still have to pay the electricity, we still have to bring in inventory, we have a lot of fixed costs that most people don't necessarily see unless you're in the restaurant business, but driving business on those days when you really need the extra cash flow is great.
With Spotluck, the interesting thing again is how they do these push notifications, especially at off time. So to get 10 people in here, yeah, it's cost me $10, but that's 10 drinks, that's 10 appetizers, that's 10 entrees, that's 10 desserts. That's big, that's huge. I mean, why wouldn't I not want that versus nothing? Nobody coming in the door, spending anything. I want them. So it's a small investment for a huge payoff.
I love that it takes certain worries right off your plate. So, as a restaurateur, every time it starts raining or it starts snowing, the first thing that crosses your mind is business is going to suck tonight. I love that, we kind of have an advocate out there in Spotluck. We get an advocate that says, hey guys, we know it's snowing, we know it's raining, but just to encourage you to go out, we're going to give you a little bit of money off to get you in the door.
Sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's really cold outside and we don't have any business. So having Spotluck by our side and help us out by shooting out those special bonuses is great.
If you notice an influx of people on, say, a slow, rainy Tuesday, when they use the app, you said, okay, those people wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the app.
It gives you the ability to read reviews, have very specific analytics of what kind of customers are coming in, how much money they're spending, when they're coming in. So it's just dynamite information that you really can't buy.
Spotluck customer comes in and they do a review. It's GPS verified, so we know they were in our restaurant. We know that the review was real, and it's not one of our competitors, for example, saying something bad about us.
It's great for us. It helps us connect with people. If we need to correct something, we can correct it right away.
I think one of the many things that gives me a lot of faith in Spotluck is the fact that they only work with certified local restaurants.
I've encouraged them to go to different restaurants around the area, so it's kind of a win-win.
The more businesses that are successful on this side, the better for everybody. It just brings more traffic, and that's something that Spotluck does.
Busy Block is great for everybody involved. because it helps us attract people. When people use the app and they do a spin, people can go from one place to another and try different food, different drinks, have a beer here, have a cocktail there, and they get to check out what Georgetown is all about, so that's awesome.
For me personally, you know, I'm not one of these guys who goes out there and really wants to promote anything, but with Spotluck, I would. I've already signed on some of my good friends that are restaurateurs. I've recommended to everybody.
For me, picking Spotluck in my new venture, Duck Duck Goose, is a no-brainer. You know, Spotluck is there for me now. I haven't even opened yet. I know they'll be there for me on opening day, and I know a year from now or 2 years from now in my next restaurant, or if I just stick with this restaurant, Spotluck will be there for me too.